Good evening and thank you for joining us. We begin tonight with an alarming new snapshot of the cost of living crisis. A growing number of Canadians are turning to credit cards to get by. Equifax Canada says credit card debt has climbed by 13.7% compared with this time last year. The average credit card balance is now more than $4,300. That's the highest level in 17 years. The growing debt load is being felt right across the country, but as Eric Sorensen explains, young people in their 20s and 30s are having the toughest time paying the bills.
Younger adults who've only really known rising costs are discovering the hard way what happens when you can't make credit card payments each month, especially, say these students, for those who don't have jobs.
If you don't work, you can't necessarily pay back the interest fees and things like that. So you have to be careful because it's really easy to be in debt.
Hard time paying for anything at this point.
Yeah. Because?
I don't earn much and everything's high.
That's the big problem for young adults. They have bills to pay, but they earn less, then fall into debt.
The incomes tend to be lower, there tends to be less savings, and therefore when cost of living is higher, it's, there's less buffer. So that instantly creates some challenges and more likelihood to kind of maybe end up missing payments on credit commitments and things.
Overall, consumer debt rose in the second quarter to $2.5 trillion, up 4.2%. For adults aged 26 to 35, the rate of missed credit card payments is now almost 2%, an increase of more than 21% over a year ago. When you miss monthly payments, it doesn't take long for debt, like a house of credit cards, to collapse household budgets.
I think a lot of my friends are struggling, that's for sure.
I just avoid using my credit card as much as possible because it is easy to just get into debt with that.
The average Canadian has more than $4,000 owing on their credit card. A vicious cycle of not paying it off can start very early.
Less people are paying in full, more people are making the minimum payment. And if you look at credit cards and making the minimum payment, it'll take a very long time to pay off.
I feel really anxious about getting my credit card.
Taihan Mobashir is getting his first credit card tomorrow and sees the pitfalls.
I'm already in somewhere on 10 grand of debt just for my first semester or first year.
And now you're getting a credit card.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
More debt.
Taihan is preparing, like many young people, for the future. A future with more debt. Eric Sorensen, Global News, Toronto.